You're not crazy. The world is crazy. Everyone is crazy. Like, everyone, everything. Hey, this is your first time seeing me. What's up? It's your Mo. Act like you know. Like, you're not crazy. Yeah. There's been so many. Like, the energy is unreal at this time. You could be experiencing headaches, the migraines, a lot of, like, crown pressure, a lot of third eye pressure. I know I have since I got back home. Nothing but headaches, crown, chakra, third eye. And I know it's all integration. Dreams and reality. Your dreams and reality could be just merging at a fast rate. Like, literally the other night, I'm down here, we're watching a show on Netflix, and I'm looking at the show, and I'm like, this is my first time watching it. I know this is my first time actually seeing this. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, bro, I've seen this before. And my cousin's like, what? And I'm like, I've seen this before. He's like, where? And I'm like, no, I haven't seen this before, but I've seen this before. I'm watching, I'm like, bro, I think this was a dream. I had a dream, like, this was a dream. On the screen, watching the show, the man goes, yes, you are correct. While he's talking, saying whatever he's saying. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm really thinking, because I've seen this before. Like, to the point where I'm predicting what's going to happen, and it's happening. And it was a dream. Like, it was literally a dream. I dreamt of me watching this show. I don't know if it was at my cousin's house or whatever, but I dreamt of it. And then I experienced it in real life. So the veil is getting real thin. I don't even know what that means. That's the first time. Well, it's the second time it's happened to me vividly like that. But I've just had extreme deja vu. And it's really since I've been back here in Boston, since I came back home. Like, even this trip, like, I always have expectations for trips and when I come back home, but, like, they never really meet my expectation. And it's not even like I had any massive expectation. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Home always is just home. And I know the exact reason why I'm here is to remind myself that I'm not missing out on anything. Like, this trip is literally placing, like, God is placing my fears right in front of me and showing me, like, oh, this is what you fear? This is what you fear? Really? You don't really fear that. You think you fear that, but you really just fear your own success. You don't fear nothing but yourself. Because I've evolved past everything that home has to offer. Like, I've evolved past it. I feel the evolution. Like, I feel my own growth. I feel the energetic frequency difference. Like, I feel the frequency difference. I feel it. And that's what I was scared of. That's what I was scared of. I was scared of outgrowing my people, my friends, and my family. I was scared of outgrowing the environment that I grew up in. But that's the point. That's the point. You're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to outgrow things. If I was still meant to be here, I would be here. Period. If I was still meant to be here, I would be here. Nobody else left but me. Nobody else left but me. People left, but they came back. I left and I stayed gone. And for so long, I've been trying to ask God. I said, God, why did you isolate me? Why did you separate Mo? Why did you separate me out of all people? You didn't separate my cousins from each other. You didn't separate my friends from each other. You separated JayRenebusiness. You separated Mogul from everybody else. Why? Why? Because I've had this intense awareness of the fact that I'm missing out. I'm missing out on all my events, all my family events, all my friends' events. I'm missing out. And so God brought me right back here, 4:44 on my clock. Said, okay, here's what you think you're missing out on. Go experience it, have fun. Book the trip for the week too. So you better have fun, enjoy it. Now I'm here. Like, oh, Okay? Because everything is the exact same. Everyone is really the same. Same conversation. Same, you know. But I'm here like, so can we talk about what's going on in the world? Can we talk about the state of the world? I remember we went on a walk yesterday. And I'm just being me. You know, I can't do anything but be positive now. Like, I don't have the capacity in me to entertain negativity. I don't have the capacity to expand negativity. Like, I don't have the capacity in me to even give attention and put awareness on negativity because it's pointless. It's void. Negativity doesn't do nothing for me. And so it's like, I've just become aware of the fact of how much I've evolved beyond my city, beyond Brockton, beyond Boston, beyond Stoughton. Like, I've just become so aware because for so long I've been like, damn, I don't feel like I'm doing nothing in Atlanta, even though I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot. Like, I'm doing a lot, right? Mind you, I'm doing a lot, but I'm still like, I don't feel like I'm doing nothing. Like, I really don't feel like I'm doing nothing. So God said, okay, bet. I'm gonna put you back out in Boston, Mass. Go ahead. Little boring Boston. Go ahead. 617. As soon as I said that, stop playing. Go ahead. You don't feel like you doing nothing? I'm gonna put you in the middle of you really not doing nothing. And you, just so you could feel, just so you can become aware of how much you're really doing. So you don't go back with a chip on your shoulder. So you go back actually with that suit on, like, yeah, stepped in, locked in, tag me in, Mo's ready to play. Because God is doing something in my life. I'll be trying to tell y'all. God is really doing something in my life. How's my hood look on? Kind of feeling the hoodie look a little bit. God is doing something in my life. And I keep trying to tell people that. And I know the main reason why I'm back here is so I can become aware of the fact of how much God has really been working in my life. Because when you're in isolation, it's hard to feel like anything is going your way. It's hard to feel like, you know, the cards are working in your favor. It's hard to feel like that. But trust, baby, God is doing something in your life. And I know God is doing something in your life because God is doing something in my life. Act like you know. There is nothing in this world that can keep you down unless you allow it to take you down. I kept trying to figure out, God, why did you separate me from all my peers, everyone? Why did you separate me? Why me? Why did you isolate me? And it's because God knew I could do it. God knew I wouldn't drown. God knew I wouldn't sink because I'm a very, very, very good swimmer. God said, you gonna make it. That's why I had to isolate you, because you gonna make it. You gonna make it. That's why. And I feel like I should tell you that too. You gonna make it. That's why you're away from everyone. That's why your mission looks a little bit differently. That's why you could be, oh, she the crazy one. Oh yeah, she crazy. She talk all that universe woohoo and all that spiritual woohoo. She crazy. Let them tell you that. Let them call you crazy. Because they're the crazy ones. Y'all seen my video? My little read where I was talking about how I looked up at the news? Mind you, I'm type delirious. I just finished smoking. I had a headache. But I'm sitting here looking at the TV. It's stuck on the screen of Fox News. Talking about, we'll get back to your schedule programming in a second. Your programming? And the thing about that is, like, Fox News, all the news channels, they always have said programming. Always have said it. But my consciousness now is of a level to where I can actually understand what that means. I've broken out. That's why I'm telling y'all, you aren't crazy. Everybody else is crazy. Because when I seen that, and I stared at it for a good minute, because it was up there for about 2 minutes. I was looking at that like, wait, they're really playing in our face. Because I could tell you all day to turn CNN off, constant negative news. I could tell you all day to turn that off. But there's so many people who tune in and tap in every single day to watch and listen and absorb all of the fear-based programming that they spew to us. to keep you down? What have I been saying? It's an intentional effort from people who have power to suppress you from experiencing and developing your true power. Your true nature is powerful. You think you in isolation for what? You think, the thing, I was talking to my boyfriend about this yesterday too. He was like, the thing about some people is that they know they have power, they just don't try to harness it. You try to harness it though. And I thought about it and I said, yeah, you damn right. I guess that is what I've been trying to do, huh? I've been trying to harness my power. Confirmation, because I know I got him. It's been proven time and time again. Time and time again. But the thing about me is I want to learn how to control them. Okay, I got power. Now what? I want to control it. Can I figure out how to use them? 1:44 on my clock, talking to chosen people. You're not crazy for thinking you chosen. Sit here and really fancy me this, right? You think you crazy because you not even you. People think you crazy because you jack that you chose, but you're the only one that whose path looks different from everyone else over here. Everybody else over here got the same path, doing the same thing. Ain't changed up nothing. But here go little miss you over here, talking about, yeah, I feel chose, but I don't know. I don't want to claim it publicly because I don't want people to think I'm weird. They already think you're weird. And even if they don't think you're weird, they think you're inspiring because you're doing what they don't have the balls to do, which is to jump off the ledge, and not only jump off the ledge, but to find yourself to shore, swim to shore. People jump off the ledge, but they drown. They don't ever get to shore. You jumped and then swam the entire way to shore. Didn't give up once. Act like you know who you are. Act like you know. Walk like you've done the work. And that's what I realized about myself. I'm not walking like I haven't done the work. I've done work on myself. I processed a lot about myself than people and their adults have ever. Like, people, they don't take the time to look in the mirror, and they run from accountability, and they just avoid themselves. And I'm tired of avoiding myself. The main reason why I'm as successful as I am is because I was isolated. Is because I gave myself a chance to evolve. I'm not a big believer in you can evolve in the same place that hurt you. I don't believe that. Because I would not have been able to grow in the way that I was able to grow on my own. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I stayed here in Boston. I wouldn't have been able to do that. You know, and it's like, I love my friends to death. I love them. I'm even talking to one of them the other day. You know, we're walking in this park. And she goes, what happened again in that situation? And it was just a situation with one of my exes. And it's like, you know, because I was telling her, I'm like, I really don't miss nothing because I don't have anything good. Like, I don't have good memories being back home. I was in toxic relationships. I hated myself. I was depressed. Like, I don't have good memories being back home. That's why I left. And she was like, well, what happened again? And I'm like, I don't remember. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you what happened. I remember what happened, but I'm not feeding into negativity. I don't care to sit here. I used to just talk. And it's like, I really, in a lot of my friendships and a lot of my connections with people, like, we would just talk negative. Just reconfirm the bullshit stories that are going on in our life. We would just reconfirm all the things that we didn't want to experience. And it's like, now that I've outgrown that, and I want to talk about things that are actually bringing life into you, that are speaking life into you, it's like I've evolved. That's it, like I've just evolved. And that's what I was so scared of doing. Like I said, I was so scared of evolving and leaving people. And I was just so scared to do that. And God put it right in front of my face and said, what do you fear? You can't fear this because you see it happening. So the only thing that you fear now is you. You need to look in the mirror, acknowledge how much work you've put in, acknowledge what you've done, acknowledge how far you've come. And now you know exactly what you need to do. You don't have to do anything differently, but think differently about you. You don't have to show up differently. You don't have to talk differently. You don't have to walk differently. The thing about you is your presence. There's something calming and commanding about your presence. You don't have to do too much to do too much. You don't have to say anything to get your point across, because that energy doesn't lie. And the energy you carry is calming and commanding. And if you don't have that energy right now, I don't mean to point at you, but if you don't think that way about yourself, you need to lock in. Wake up. Understand that everybody else is crazy. Everybody else is crazy. You're not crazy. You're not crazy for talking about the things you want to talk about. For trying to figure out what more is. It can't be more than just working and dying. It can't be more than just barely making money to survive. It can't be more than just doing that. Yeah, you're right. Go explore it. Dare to be different. Dare to be brave. Dare to speak your truth. Dare to live the life that you know you are supposed to live. There are so many people who aren't living the lives that they know they're meant to live because of whatever. It's not your responsibility to heal anyone. If you know you have healing power, be selective with that healing. It's not your job to convince anyone of your growth. It's not your job to convince anyone that you are the one who's going to take it all the way to the end. You don't have to. And this is what this trip has showed me too. I don't have to convince anyone of my worth. I don't have to convince anyone of my greatness. Because trust, they see my light. They gonna tell me they see me, but so does everyone else. What you gonna do? How we gonna support it? People see you more than you think they see you, but because they're not telling you that they see you, you think no one sees you. You're not invisible, my love. Nothing about you gives invisible. Nothing about you ever gave invisible. Even if you feel like you haven't been recognized, you've always been kind of in the background doing your own thing, because you do your thing very well. But nothing about you is invisible. I don't care how much recognition you haven't received yet. Nothing about you is invisible. Act like you know. They see your light and they don't compliment it. They see you and don't say anything because they already think other people are going to say things. And now when everyone thinks that someone else is going to tell you about you, someone else is going to compliment you about you, someone else is going to say something to you about you, when everyone in the room thinks like that, no one says anything. But everyone already knows that you that girl, though. That's why they didn't say nothing. Everybody already knows you that guy, though. That's why they didn't say nothing. Understand that you don't need anyone else's validation to move forward with confidence in this next timeline. You don't need no one's validation. You don't do what you do for other people to compliment what you do. You do what you do because you know what you do. It is it. What I do is it. What I have is it. Like I say, prim, pretty, and proper. That's how I move. Very prim, very laid back, chill, calm, cool, calm, collected. Don't say nothing unless I need to say something. Pretty, was born that, can't help that. Proper. Don't ever do too much. I'm not ever going to do too much. I don't need to do too much. And my light speaks for itself. Confirmation. So does yours. Act like you know. You sitting here wondering why people ain't giving you attention, even though you got some stuff going on. And like I said, people gonna tell you they see you. I see you. But do they really see you though? Because if only they knew. It's only a matter of time. I feel like detachment at this time is going to be your biggest best friend. If you're worried about like this new life, this new timeline that you're waiting for, it's like you waiting for something, waiting for a manifestation, you waiting for it, let go of it. Especially if you know in your heart of hearts that it's yours, I promise you it's going to come like that. Can't nobody take what already has your name written on it. And mind you, what already had your name written on it was predestined since before you even decided you was going to come back to earth and live out what was already predestined for you. Act like you know who you are. You don't need no one's validation to be confident in this next timeline. You don't need no one's approval to pop shit in this next timeline. That's why you've been in isolation. To figure out who you really are and get cool with who you are in isolation, so nobody can tell you, oh, I made you. Oh, I put you on. I did this. I did that. Can't nobody take credit for who you created. Can't nobody take credit for who you created. And that's how I feel. That's crazy because that's really how I feel about Mogul. Nobody created her but me. Nobody. The MogulJRS, nobody created her but me. I'm seeing people in my head right now when you were younger, looking at you. Mind you, you just minding your business, running around, doing whatever, just being a kid. And the adults are kikiing amongst themselves, talking about, oh, she gonna be a problem if you don't get her. He gonna be a problem if you don't get her. You know how black people be. Oh, he gonna be a problem. She gonna be a problem. You need to get her. You need to, they're gonna be a problem. Whole time they were right, because you are gonna be a problem. The biggest one. Just not in the way that they thought. Not in the way that they assumed. They saw your light and spoke down about it. Spoke down upon it. They saw your light, spoke down upon it because they knew you had already been appointed for whatever it was that you're doing right now. I even got chills when I said that. You know, I'm telling you, bro, there are people who see you. There were people who have seen you way before you have even seen you. And the fact that you're now waking up, I hope that you kind of wake up after this video and recognize that you are You are a chosen one. There's nothing you can do about that. You are a star. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about who you are. There's nothing you can do about anything anymore but surrender to the process and surrender to the idea, the expectation of everything is working out for you. Trust that it is. You have no option. You have no reason to believe that it isn't. You are validated. Just heard you are validated beyond your years. 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 The Closure Without Conversations card came out. Not in this lifetime. Go pursue yourself. Whatever that, and even at the bottom of the deck too, mixed signals is the answer. God is not confusing. So take that how it resonates. Let's just get an overall read. Heard hell no. Hell no in relation to what? Let go to attract better. You'll see them 2 to 2 on my clock. I don't know what y'all going through. Hey, what y'all going through right now? Closure without conversations. Not in this lifetime. Go pursue yourself. Mixed signals is the answer. God is not confusing. Hell no. And let go to attract better. This could be for whatever is on your heart right now. Could be messing with your internal stability within yourself, your self-worth, because the cards are in pink. Especially the mixed signals, closure without conversations, and let go to attract better. They're in pink. So it's like really root chakra energy, being grounded in yourself and just being stable, feeling safe in your body. This could really be highlighting some abandonment wounds that you've experienced, or just inner child. Always heal your inner child. But this specific, the witch wound card came out as well in relation to using your voice. And the hell no card is in orange. So that's your sacral chakra. Feel that in your stomach, your self-esteem, your self-worth. Like I said, like it could really just be your personal power. Like whatever the situation that the cards are talking about could just be really affecting your personal power and how you show up and defend yourself. But let go of that. Let go to attract better. Just heard stop being afraid of your own potential. The potential that you think you have, you possess it 20 times more. Like 100 times more. Just heard 10x. Let's get some final cards. The power you seek lies within you, even in relation to the witch wound. That's your green, your heart-centered, following your heart, speaking up for yourself, because you know that this power, this fire, this passion that you are seeking lies within you. And when you find more of yourself, when you accept more of yourself, you'll attract more of you. Because everyone, what did I say about the abandonment wounds? Heal your abandonment wounds at the bottom of the day. And you create the past, so stop overthinking it. Let's just get one more card to clear up all the energy. The energy has been really intense as well. So like I said, you could be experiencing headaches. It's just a lot going on in the planet, the frequency. Okay, a lot of cards came out, but the only card that was upright is the trust they will be dealt with. So I don't know who y'all are rocking with. Does Mo need to get involved? Because, yeah, split the deck as well. Love and Chaser. So it could be something in relation to love. And all of these cards are in orange. So whatever it is that you're going through could be really rocking. It could be really disrupting your self-esteem, the way you're perceiving yourself, or even the way you pursue your crafts, pursue yourself. That's what I heard. So something right now in relation to the cards could be really affecting just... It just could just be affecting something in your life. But don't let it knock you off your pivot. Let go to attract better. And you're not crazy. They're crazy. The world is crazy. The world is crazy. Let them talk. As long as they say your name correctly, learn how to alchemize people's attention, negative or positive, to always move in your favor. Always, always, always. You are that girl. You are that guy. It's your girl Mo. Act like you know. Hell yes at the bottom of the deck. This is your show. If you want to book a reading with me, one-on-one. If you need manifestation assistance, one-on-one. Link is always in the description below. And I did make Mogul's method specifically for people who want to take control over their life, who want a front row seat in their own healing journey. I used it because therapy didn't work for me. I made it because therapy didn't really work for me. I'm too self-aware for therapy. She was kind of just... She didn't really know what to do with me. She didn't really know how to handle me. She was like, you understand everything that you're going through right now, so why are you going through something? And I'm like, yeah, this is dumb. So I just kind of took all of that frustration and created Mogul's method. It's the only method rooted in the step-by-step framework of what it is, why it works, and how to apply it for each chapter. And it's just really intentionally designed to put you in the front row seat of your own healing journey, so you can you can attract the life of your dreams, bro. Get out of the capitalistic mindset of chasing for things, and you are safe. And yes, card, when I split the deck as well. But it's like, that chasing stuff is so dead. You don't need to be a rat in this rat race. You know, they're already programming us on a daily basis. So it's just designed for people who are looking for a more spiritual based approach to building real world results. And, this is a spiritual planet, so why not take the spiritual approach? I don't know. Like, that's just kind of my perspective on it. I think the method is the shit. I think the book is the shit. It's 7 chapters filled with, like, really, really great information. And it's all from my perspective in relation to conditioning, reprogramming your subconscious mind, nervous system regulation, affirmations, self-concept reset. And at the end of the guide, I give you my step-by-step manifestation technique. You don't need a technique to manifest anything, but for people who do like a more structured approach to manifesting and who are just practicing manifestation, it's really good for that. So yeah, just want to come here and tell you all that. But I love you guys so much, and keep going. You know, we're growing and expanding every day on here on this MONEYBAGZ collective, and I appreciate all y'all support and love. And we're here. We're gonna keep being here, serving the truth, spreading the light. And yeah, you don't need nobody's validation to tell you, walk the walk like you've done the work, period. Confirmation, walk like you've done the work. Respect is earned, so go earn it. And the way you earn it is by showing up like you've done the work. You've done the work. You're a teacher. You've been a student. You won't always be a student. You're highly intelligent, highly intuitive. Go walk like you've done the work. Talk like you've done the work. The hardest part is done. Now, what do you want to do with that? You can do anything. Trust. Trust that everything you want will fall into your lap because all of the work has been done. The hardest part has been done. I love you so, so much. I hope it's found you very, very well. Everything that I mentioned is in the link in the description below. And make smart decisions, guys. Make safe decisions. And I will see you guys in the next video. Look, isolation is this with the deck. Go figure it out. Go figure it out. Act like you know. You that guy. You that girl. This is your show. Sorry to point again, but... All right, I'm done fucking with y'all. I love you. Hope this helps.